Generic greetings and welcome to Construction plus Prison-Arcitect plus Alpha 14 episode 13. In the previous episode we laid all of these tiles, floor around here. We built this cell block and half constructed the inside, as well as fixed problems over here, and also extended the solitary and put our CCTV back in. In this episode we'll be building this new cell block here and finishing off this one here. So let's start on with that. I have 7,632 generic credits. It is nearly 5:30, so most of the workers have done their daily business by moving lots of sheet metal, although they've probably still got a fair amount to do. I'm going to plan off all the beds like so, and also check my utilities and check why that isn't plumbed in. It isn't plumbed in because it isn't connected here. That's why. There we go, and that's all connected now. We've got power here, we just haven't got water, which I should resolve in a moment. I've put all the beds in these cells. I will put the toilets in for, just for sake of completeness, because we have to. I have to do it eventually, why not now? There we go, that's all done. I will put the doors on in a moment, as well as the CCTV and the phone booths and the dog patrol, but I'll do that once that's done. We have 3,659 generic credits. We receive 2,724 per day. We have 15 guards that are wandering around out of a maximum of 20. The other 5 are assigned. We've got 4 assigned there. We've got 1 assigned over there to open the door, although he doesn't really do his job. Other people do it for him. We have 98 prisoners out of the maximum of 96 that I can hold. That's a technical requirement. In actuality, I can hold a little bit more because of these holding cells. If I added more beds in here, I'd be able to hold even more than that. I've had pretty much intake on constantly. There's only a couple of times where I've really taken it off because we have been able to, because of the 2 workshops, we've been getting enough money to pretty much build cell blocks at least once per day or every other day, I think. Maybe not every day, but at least every other day we've been building cell blocks. We have 3 more cell blocks to build before we have to make a choice of either starting another prison or expanding. I am almost certainly not going to be expanding. The reason for that is because the game is a bit of a pig when it comes to running. Even though my machine isn't exactly a slouch, the toll on having this many prisoners, as well as recording and things like that, makes it start to slow down. I mean, it's currently running at a nice solid 30 frames, although that will get reduced sort of exponentially. And by the time you get about 150 prisoners, it's pretty much to a crawl. So having expanded onto that area there, if we did, or even further back, it would just be a pig. So we'll see. And also Alpha 14 is coming out hopefully shortly, assuming you're watching this close to time of recording. Otherwise it's already out, or the other possibility is it's never coming out because everything's gone to pot. And Chris and Mark are currently on a beach sipping margaritas with loads of Prison-Arcitect money. Going, yeah, fools. I very much doubt that. Anyway, as you can see, looks like we have got a fair amount of backlog on the back of this truck for the metal. I'll wait until the guys have sorted out this before I really worry about that. It's currently free time. As you can see, most of them are indoors. A lot of hammers and stuff are getting stolen. We get hammers, drills, screwdrivers stolen from the workshop, and spoons and forks, and the odd knife from the canteen. We don't really hand out knives now and again. Certainly not silverware. They get a spork. Our dogs are sniffing people as they go along. As you can see, there's someone getting sniffed there. No, nothing, no, just erroneous result. Dogs are good like that. Sometimes they go, oh, it just smells of ass. And then they wander off. Anyway, it's food time. This is something I want to keep an eye on, so I'll put it to normal speed. I want to see if everybody actually gets fed. A lot of people coming in shouting for sleep, which isn't really a problem. I want to look at the people that are shouting for food. If there's any shouting about food, then we have a problem, because as you can see, my renovation on the kitchen was quite extensive. We have 16 cookers. We probably have about the right amount of freezers. I believe it's 1 freezer for every 2 cookers. So how many have we got? 16, so we need 8. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We have 10, so we have enough fridges by far. We do have too few sinks, so I am aware of that. I can put another sink here if I wanted to. Actually, we could probably fit another 2 sinks in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we could fit another 2 sinks in if I needed to. And ideally that's what I would do, but I don't really have the space. I like to have this area clear. And also, I don't need it. I don't really need it because I have, if we look at my regime for a moment, we have eat time here. Then we have, was it 8 o'clock to 9? We have 11 hours. Is that 11 hours? 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever. 11 hours or so before we actually have another eat time. So by the time the prisoners have gone, the 2 sinks, everything gets collected and cleaned up anywhere within that time. So we're fine with that. As you can see, it looks like the workers have finished over there. They have, and they're currently, moving stuff off the trucks. So while they're over there moving stuff off the trucks, I'm going to go to my objects and jail door and put in all the jail doors for over here, as you can see. Oh, that's in the wrong place. And this will complete our cell block requirement, but then we need to just add a couple of things. So phone booths, we always add, we add them, one there, spin it around, one there, ooh, one there, and then one there, and then we have a CCTV area, which I'm actually out of funds. I've only got 16 left. Oh well, we're going to get money, now actually. Hey, fantastic. CCTV there and there. Then we need to go to my rooms, and then to my, let me pause it for a second, common room, designate that bit as common room, that bit is common room. Is that right? I believe so. Yes, it is. And then also shower, this at the back, and then that little bit there. And there's our shower designated. And then that cell block's almost done. I might as well go to materials, wooden floor, put the wooden floor in all of this bit here, go to my white tiles at the back here, fix all of that with white tiles, then concrete tiles, and basically concrete tile the remaining, which is up to there. And there we go. There's that cell block actually done. So we might as well got foundations building and build this area here, which is like so. Put the door there and done. In the previous episode, I asked, what do you think this should be? And I've got a lot of comments about that. For some reason, the whole execution room, please make an execution room thing popped up several times. I don't know why. It's just a staple of the comment section. You must do an execution room. No! It's not going in there. Originally, I was going to put it in because it seemed like a good idea, but then the fact that, I mean, how much does it cost? Let's have a look for a start. It costs, electric chair costs 5,000, right? That's 5,000 for electric chair. That's literally 5,000 is a waste of money. I'm just wasting 5,000. I mean, to be fair, I've wasted a hell of a lot more doing other things around here and messing it up. But you know, it's still something that I don't think it is really. It is 100% aesthetic. And when I say aesthetic, if you think an electric chair looks good, then seek help. It does have a sort of macabre thing going for it, doesn't it? But connotations of death and such. But that's a little bit heavy for a comedy stroke entertaining video. Let me put some walls here. And then what I'm going to do is go to my object and then... small jail door, yes, a normal jail door. Put a normal jail door there, and there, because this is going to be a area. I'm at no point in putting it at the back there. There's just no point because nobody goes around the back. They'll always be coming through here. In fact, what I might do is cancel that and put large jail doors in there. Oh, there and there. And this is going to be our common room. That was one of the things that was mainly suggested, and basically said, yeah, put a common room there. That'll be a lot better. It's basically, it's really the only choice, to be honest with you. It pretty much is the only choice. One thing I forgot that someone did point out in the comments, so thank you for that, is that I haven't white tiled these areas here, which is something that was apparently really, really bugging them. So there you go, I fixed it. I also need to put wooden floor or some sort of floor in this area here. This is our CCTV area. Originally I had wooden floor in, but I might change it to... Do I have it as wooden floor? No, I'll have it as wooden floor. I do like it as wooden floor, even though it's going to cost me nearly $4 grand. Eek! Eek! Double eek! That's a lot of money. Right, I guess I'll better place it and see what happens. Why is that not... Why is nobody patrolling there? Deployment, patrols, there he goes. He's running back. Sorry, he just popped out, did he? Yeah, just popped out there. Anyway, planning, we'll cancel planning off there. As you can see, that cell block is now up and running. And we've actually got a prisoner in it. We have 94 prisoners of a total of 108. As you can see, prisoners due for release, a lot. 2, 4, 6, 7 people due for release. We're going to receive 10 prisoners, so we're not really going to increase that much at all, which is a bit weird. Let me just go to my materials and concrete tiles, and just concrete tile up to the back here, and then down there. There was a couple of... I did mention in the previous episode about knocking this down entirely and putting a yard there, and most people said, no, don't bother, just leave it and have it as a room. So I do like to keep it as a room, a bit of a common room, especially since you tend to use the common room more than the yard, at least in my experience anyway. Right, let me just go to my buildings, materials even, and basically start putting in the walls for this cell block because we want to get this finished this episode, at least this cell block here. We'll go all the way to the bottom there, then we'll put the little lip on it, because obviously we have this sort of weird lip where we have the shower in there, but it functions fine. There's a lot of people jostling to get in here. Oh, don't say I've just run out of money just for that. Oh, there's one bit. Oh, that boils my piss. Oh no, why? No, why? Look at that. 16 generic credits remaining. I only have that bit to do. That bit is the one. That was the straw that broke the camel's back. Oh, can't have a loan, reports, grants. No. Can there just be, it says, one wall grant. You need to build a wall, and this is the funds to do it. 50 credits. That's what it should do. Alas, it wasn't to be. Right, we are receiving 2,900 generic credits per day. That's because of the new inmates. We currently have 100 inmates out of a maximum of 108. Obviously, that 108 is not including the holding cells, which we have both sides. Also, these tend to... We need more CCTV monitors, apparently. I'm on 38 of 36, so I need more CCTV monitors. One there, one there, one there, and one there should do it. And then I can place another section of 4, 8, 12, 16 in there anyway. So, that's easily enough to do. Let me just go to my rooms and then to cell and just designate all of this as cell. Do the same thing there, and then we can finish that off there. Ooh, that is really, really grinding my gears. Right, we need to designate this as shower, but I'm not going to do it just yet because the game has a habit of... for some reason, when I order loads of plumbing, and loads of shower heads, and loads of grates, they'll put the first two in, but the last one, the grates, they will leave to the very last moment, and if I designate it as shower, it's just sort of sod's law, the law of sod. Someone will come in and go, I'm just going to have a shower, flood, and floods the entire thing. It always happens, so I'm just not going to worry about it. I don't designate it now. I've learned enough to not designate that area. I am, however, going to designate this area as my common room, which I don't know what that will do, if anything. But, it's a common room. They can go in there and clean it and have a look. But, yeah, that's our common room. I should have probably moved these doors one further up so we can have a line of something on the back wall. Nah, it doesn't matter, does it? Doesn't really matter that much. I was going to do a full search last night as well, but I totally forgot. I was too busy building things. I was too distracted. I'll do it this night. It's currently 1 o'clock. Minus 176 generic credits. Good start. Let me take a sip of beverage. No, I can't. Cup's empty. Oh well. Today's beverage is wishful thinking. Oh, an air. An air, which is what? 21% oxygen, 70% nitrogen, couple of carbon dioxides in there. I don't know exactly what the ratio is. What is the ratio of oxygen? Air. These some, these like 1% other things, so much percent carbon dioxide, so much percent oxygen, so much percent nitrogen. I think I've gone a bit off topic here. Anyway, Prison-Arcitect. Yeah, it's a game and we build prisons. Another thing that I need to do is build all the way around. I know that was a comment from the previous video about building all the way around the prison with this perimeter wall. I've sort of neglected it. And you're right, I have. Sorry, I'll get to that at some point. What I'll probably do is once I've built this cell block, I'll build the wall around here so we cover these cells. In fact, if there's any escape attempts, the most likelihood of success, the most likely of success are going to be around here, because they are closer to, they are very close to this area here, and also, as we can see, there's no perimeter wall here. In fact, I'm going to watch this dog, see if it smells anything. If it might start scratching at the ground. If it starts scratching at the ground, I'll be searching these up here. Looks currently like it's bouncing off the walls. Looks like this guy's getting searched for some reason. You might have probably just stolen a tool. Apparently they still needed search the netty, but they're not doing it. Looks like he's got all the way at the end. No problem. Looks like there's nothing for the dog to smell. Right, what's my power situation? Power situation is something to take note of, but nothing really nothing critical, at least. As you can see, it's sort of there. Once I've got these two put in, and whatever's in the common room, I think we'll be okay. Ooh, tunnel. There's a tunnel there. Very interesting. I'd like to cancel that. I'd like to fill that tunnel in, but I just don't have the ability to do so because I'm out of money. I also don't have the ability to buy more metal, which is why I'm probably going to run out of money. Well, I'm probably going to run out of metal to use, so if I just go in here, there'll probably be people just wandering around. Yeah, look, they're just wandering around. There's nothing for them to do. Look, there's chop saws that are empty, chop saws that are empty. There's nothing they can do here because I don't have the money to buy the metal. That was a flaw on my part there. I do apologise. I'm not perfect, but I guess I've never proposed that I am. Anyway, more hammers to be, well, more hammers found. Let me look at contraband. Look at all that. Packet of cigs, pair of shears, scissors, drill, hammer, spoon. What's that over there? That is a wooden spoon. What's that? Booze, keys, set of keys. That's interesting. That was smuggled in, the set of keys. And there we go, a screwdriver and a drill. And that guy was seriously tunneling out, wasn't he? A screwdriver and a drill, and he got 2 blocks. Very productive, that guy. If he was in another line of work, we actually might commend him on his commitment. But no, he's in a prison for doing bad things, I'm guessing. And yeah, in a prison doing bad things. We should probably not incentivize that. I'm going to find out where he is actually, because he's probably going to be in solitary still. Let's have a look. Found tools, found drugs, found weapons. Escape attempt. It'll be him. It'll be Adam Tapper. So, Adam Tapper, age 43, prison number 994016. Sentenced to 3 years for multiple crimes, including violent disorder and perjury. He has a wife of age 44, mother age 66, and a father age 74. As you can see, he was drunk and disorderly behaviour for 1 year, robbery for 14 years, drunk and disorderly behaviour for 1 year, criminal damage 4 years, perjury 3 years, and violent disorder 3 years. Basically, he served 5.2 years of his 6-year sentence, so he's actually due to be released at some point. So I don't know why he's just sort of messed it up by digging there. I'm guessing that's something that they are going to put in. Parole is something that I believe they're, when I say they, I mean IV Software. Chris and Mark and these others working on. I just can't remember the names. But yes, I know that something that they were looking at. This is going off their interviews that they've done, as well as the AMAs they tend to do once a month or so on Reddit. That they're going to do parole and such, and parole is something that they're going to, well, certainly going to be looking into. And hopefully bring it to the game shortly, where people will get parole. You'll have parole boards. Your parole will be based on how good or bad you are. So things like that, digging here when you've only got less than, well, nearly half a year to go, the prisoner just wouldn't do it. I mean, in reality, the prisoner, unless they are really, really dim, they wouldn't do it. They'd go, well, hang on, I'm going to actually be let out officially, free from prison, without getting searched, hunted down, etc., in less than half a year. So they would never tunnel out. So I hope once that's introduced, the prisoners will have incentives to, once parole's in, they'll have incentives to stay clean and stay law-abiding, I guess it would be. Anyway, money's coming in, so I can actually finally do that, because that's been bugging me for a while. I also need to go to my objects and to CCTV monitor, spin these round and place CCTV monitors around here, although I have a feeling that it probably won't register. Right, there's all them placed. We'll unpause it. We'll go to drain, place the drains down the back there. We will go to beds, spin them round and put them all along the back wall, as you can see, and then all the way along back here to there. We will go to shower heads, spin them around a couple of times, and then all the way down the bottom, we will go to utilities, electrical cable, run the electrical cable into, I believe it's there? Yes, it's there, exactly. Then we'll go to small pipe, run the small pipe in right down to the bottom. Same thing at the top there. And then run it down straight across where the other pipes are going to be. And then there's that cell block almost done. We need to obviously place a couple of things, but we'll deal with that. Right, shakedown. Let's do a full shakedown. So we have search 0 places out of 266 places. Obviously, most of these are going to be cell blocks. This is really going to piss the entire prison off, really, which is understandable. I am pretty much doing a full prison shakedown in the middle of the night. I don't think there's any... I really don't think there's any sort of positives or negatives. When I say positive and negatives, I don't think there's any sort of... I don't think the game or the prison is distinguished between night and day when it comes to... and we just got to remove tunnels and remove the tunnels that we find, which we found one down there previously. Yeah, I don't think the prison is really distinguished between night and day in terms of they don't like getting disturbed at night. I don't think that's a thing. I'm guessing that's something that's going to be implemented. Obviously at night they do sleep. They prefer to sleep at night. They can sleep in the daytime, but they prefer to sleep at night. But they will also only tunnel at night as far as I'm aware. I've never seen anyone tunneling in the daytime. I believe it's just at night. Anyway, there's some CCTV put in, and that's increased our capacity. That one hasn't worked, however. Yeah, that one hasn't registered. Oh no, that one hasn't registered because no one's there. Nah, have these been registered? They really haven't. They really haven't. It's because people are moving around. Come on. There we go. There, 45. And then, I think that's done. I think they're done. Is that right? I'll work it out later. Right, so we have found a couple of things. Contraband, we've found a money bag. That's okay. We found a couple of other things. No, we found a money bag, but no tunnels, which is the main thing. Like I said, the danger part is around here, which is good to see that the guys are actually searching down here first, because obviously they know where the danger level is. They know it's around here. Yeah. I don't think that's the case. I think it's just a case of they were there first, and that's random. Right, let me just go to. Is it over here? Where are the workers? There are. They're carrying stuff. I was basically looking around to see if they were trapped behind something, because it's inevitable that they will get, when you're doing a full search, all of the guards are too busy wandering around trying to open doors and mess around. So yeah. Basically, the guards are too busy opening doors, searching cells, etc., to wait for workers and actually go ahead and work with them to, open doors, move things. So you have to manually open the doors, which again is something that I reckon they will be changing at some point. In fact, I know they'll be changing. He said it in AMA that manually opening doors is something that will be totally removed from the game eventually. So at the moment I can right click and open a door there like that. That's going to be totally removed. Basically everything is going to be removed. Any direct control you have is going to be removed. The whole idea is that you order something and then it's done by, of the workman's own volition and by their own AI and such. Anyway, enough rambling. Let me just put in some toilets back here. There we go. Spin these round and put them in over here. And there's them cells pretty much done. We need to put the doors in, but I'm going to wait for a little bit. CCTV I will put in there and there. Obviously we've got our phone booths which go there, spin them around there and there. Might as well go to my rooms and common room, designate that and designate that, so they can actually use as phone booths. I will designate this back, this bit at the back once I've got all the plumbing put in. One thing I need to do is go to deployment dog patrols and set up a dog patrol on this cell block, which is something I didn't do in the previous episode. There we go, there's that set up. I might as well do it here while I remember. So there and there and there, that's done. Oh, this guy here had a drill and a saw on him, but he wasn't tunneling, which is weird. Interesting. We've searched most of the places now, but as you can see, danger level is low, but increasing. 42 prisoners say have been unnecessarily searched recently. 20 prisoners are suppressed and compliant. 30 prisoners say they're well treated. As you can see, we've got 3 in solitary, 5 awaiting, so most of them aren't getting put in solitary. Probably because we're not finding a great deal, actually. I thought we'd find a lot more than we actually have. That's not a complaint, that's just an observation. I'd rather not find stuff. Oh my good grief. That's a lot of metal that needs to be taken. And I need to do that before work time, because otherwise we're not going to be able to do any work. Let me speed it up and see if these workers are actually going to be able to place all this. Because it's a lot for them to do, it's a lot for them to install. And work starts at 11 o'clock, I believe. Let me just look at my, not needs. Yeah, starts at 11 o'clock, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours, nearly 6 hours. I think we'll be able to do that in 6 hours, although it takes them it takes them an hour to go from there to there. It takes about half an hour. Anyway, there's the search complete. 6 in sultry, 3 waiting. That's all right. That's okay. That's not much at all actually. It looks like this metal was ordered before. Yeah, it looks like this metal was ordered before, or during probably when I placed this stuff here. So yes, we're actually getting metal taken off. The problem is that we don't actually have enough in the storage. We need to get all this stuff moved over first. Obviously, this area here is filled with metal, but it's the prisoners that take the metal from there into the workshop. So we're going to have to hopefully make sure that that's going to be okay. 90 prisoners out of 108. We've lost a lot of prisoners. Have we lost them? No, nobody's actually escaped. So we haven't lost them in a case of like where have they gone. They've actually just been released. Look at all these prisoners due for release. These are probably all the long-term prisoners that I got in a big group at the first start of the game when I first started, when I got a couple of very large lumps of prisoners, very large. Some I got 21 in one load, 16 in another load, and basically a couple of nights where I went from, I think, like 8 or 10 prisoners to about 40 in a couple of truckfuls. So they're probably the ones that are leaving now, which is why our prisoner count is actually going down. Look, we're up to 98, but that's going to go down by another 5 in less than, look at that, 5 hours for at the worst. So yeah, something I need to keep an eye on, certainly. Looks like this area is done up the top, so I can designate that as shower. If I designate that bit there as shower, because they have actually put the drains in, despite what I said earlier about them not putting drains in. Anyway, I think we're doing okay. I'll leave it there. This cell block is almost complete. I did want to get this cell block done, but I'm unfortunately ran out of time. I need to get this cell block done next episode, or to be fair, when I say done, I need to put the doors on and tile it. That's easily done. Next episode, we will finish this off, get the common room done, and probably start on the wall around here, and maybe even get these two done here. So definitely a couple of episodes, and then we are done. So thank you very, very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.